everyone, it's Raquel with Rocket Kitties. Yeah. All right, so here's part 2 for our charm tutorial. I'm just showing off the back of the charm, which we did in the first tutorial. And now we are going to gloss the front of the banana milk capuchon. We are going to use UV resin to do this. I put on gloves because this is how I do it. You could use another tool, even a brush, but to me, this is just easier to do. So basically, I hold the charm, whatever is comfortable, and then I dab my finger in the UV resin like so, and I just wipe it off the top of the capuchon like this. Now, what I'm doing here is basically the first layer, and I'm smoothing it out, and I'm making sure I'm going around all the edges on the front of the capuchon. Usually I have a mat down, but for the sake of the video, I didn't put one down. And then I thought, maybe I should have put one down. But I also didn't put it on the foil piece there because I didn't want the resin on the foil piece to cure either. So that's why I did all that. But anyway, this is how it looks. Isn't that fancy? Look at her. Oh my god. But ooh, look at that side. We need to do something about the side of this. So that's what I'm doing. We're going back in with the UV resin and we are filling in the side. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to fill in each side around the cabochon. And after we do one side, we're going to cure it with the UV light again. Now the little oh, and this part I was like, duh, let me get a silicone base mold and put on top of that. So I grabbed that, and that's what we're using. I usually have a silicone mat, but they are all currently being used. And then I thought, oh, it'll be fine. And then as I started doing it, I was like, oh, I should have got that. But anyway, I'm using a mold. You know, when you're artists, sometimes you gotta be resourceful and innovative and creative. So yeah. But anyway, like I was saying earlier, the UV light, when I'm doing like the 60-second UV light, I did kind of fast forward over that because there's no point in you watching it cure for 60 seconds. So that's why that is fast on the video. I just want to let you know. But anyway, now we are doing the other side of the capuchon. And I'm just kind of lightly going over it. Just think of it, like finger painting. You're painting the cabochon with UV resin using your fingers. And absolutely wear gloves. Okay, do not do this without wearing gloves. Okay, please. And now I'm just placing it back down, and we're gonna use the UV light again. All right, perfect. And now I'm just gonna show you the side of it again to show you how good it looks. I don't know why I was being real extra here. I could have just picked it up. Oh, you know what? I had resin on the glove. You see the resin there, so I was trying to be careful. But I just looked so extra doing that. Also, when you're using UV resin, carrying it by, just be careful. So like if you do put a drop on a piece of foil like I did, just keep it away from the UV light because it will cure if it is by there. And if you have UV resin on a tool, if you decide to use a tool, it will cure on the tool. So just be conscious of that. But yeah, here I am also sealing the bottom of the piece. Now, of course, there's nothing wrong with the way the original capuchon look, but I'm just showing you your options. You can leave it matted as it came and just do the back. Still super cute. But if you're like, oh, I want to make this a little more fancy, this is an option for you. You can do this. And of course, you can be even more simple and get a gloss varnish. You can honestly even use the no wipe top coat, the gel coat, if you want to be quick, easy. But this is just an option for you. There are many different ways to do this. And also here, I am adding another layer of the UV resin on the top of the piece again. I'm doing this because I wanted to smooth out the sides since I did add UV resin around the piece. That way it just all blends in nicely and you don't see any edges or anything like that. You might still see edges on the side, and if you're wanting to make this um, just like all cohesive, you could layer it with a varnish just to be just for it to be a little easier for you. But I love adding several layers of resin because I just think it makes a piece really nice and it makes it thicker. Also, you can see here, like look how look we fancy, huh? Like this is so nice. Oh my god, look at that. Anyway, that is it for the tutorial. It wasn't that simple. We got this. And here I'm just showing you how you want to take off the gloves. That way no chemical product or anything gets on your hands. Okay? That's the best way to take your gloves off. And now we're just going to do a close-up. And I didn't realize that my cat Yuki's hair was on my thumb like that. But anyway, of course I would notice that. But yeah, that's it. That's all for the tutorial. I hope you found it easy, simple, straightforward, and also, most importantly, helpful. There are many different ways that you can do this, like I said earlier, but this is just a nice way. And if anything, if you wanted to seal it with a varnish or a gloss or anything like that, this is still a great step to make it thicker and make it help make it last longer. So definitely keep your options open. Like there are many different ways to make things, finish things. But anyway, let me know if you have any questions. I hope you enjoyed it and I'll see you next time.